Hey there, welcome back to the Better Humanhood podcast. Sorry it's been so long. I originally said that we were going to be back in April, and then I came back in January for 2 quick episodes, and then I was gone again. So here we are, we're April. I woke up this morning and I saw Jocko Willing drop 10 hours of podcast today. I figured I could find 10 minutes to talk about the world and what we're up to and all that good stuff. So we're back. We're back, I promise. Stay right here on this feed. We're going to be moving some stuff around on joshshear.com. We have some guests coming up. Just got hooked into a new channel for guests. Have a plan to, if you're not familiar with my friend Seth Haran, what he's been doing over at his podcast, what he's been doing over at Patreon. He's kind of been an indie artist paving a new path for the last 25 years as a musician. And he's got some stuff to say too. So we're going to talk in a few weeks, and we got a lot of stuff going on, both personally and professionally. And here in this space, what we're trying to do is help make a better world. And if you missed episode 0, go back. It's just 2 episodes back in your available episodes. But basically, here's the short recap. And if you're watching the video over on YouTube, I apologize. I'm going to look away from the camera because all these notes are over here on my whiteboard, which you can't see. All right. Are you remaining true to yourself while utilizing your strengths to accomplish your purposes and fulfill your needs? And the way I defined all this stuff was true to myself is, I look at my Myers-Briggs, make sure that I'm hitting the things that I need to be who I am. I worked with the Master Key system to figure out what I need personally, that leaving a legacy, all the stuff I write, all the podcasts I put out, that's all legacy. Helping others. I want to help others be better for themselves, for their world, for our world. I got to live in this world too. I want the world to be, when I say purposes, I mean happy, healthy, kind, productive, all the things that we strive to be as humans, and often we fall down on. And the strengths that I have, this is a strengths finder thing. If you're, they changed it from strengths finder. They're somebody else now, but you get the idea. I'm a strategic thinker. I'm a learner. I'm analytical. I'm a high achiever, and I use deliberative thought processes. And if you're watching the video and it's driving you nuts that the microphone keeps moving, I promise I'm going to get one of those arms that sits off the desk, and I can just be hands off on the mic. But in order to keep it close to my face, I'm just going to keep moving it. And this red light here, I got to figure something out with that because it's driving me crazy. Maybe I'll just put some tape over it or something so that I don't have like this red nose right there. Rudolph. Hey, so, I've had this tab open for like a week because I meant to do this. So this is a reminder, from thousands of years ago, that people who disagree with you are not your enemies. This is from Plutarch. We're talking 2,500 years ago in Greece. If you wish to distress the man who hates you, do not revile him as lewd, effeminate, licentious, vulgar, or illiberal, but be a man yourself. Show self-control, be truthful, and treat with kindness and justice those who have to deal with you. If you are led into reviling, remove yourself as far as possible from the things for which you revile him. Thanks, Austin Kleon, for posting that on Twitter. That's Austin Kleon, who wrote Steal Like an Artist and Show Your Work. He's very much into, hey, look, here's the process. Here's how we get where we want to go. And he's willing to share a lot. But if you hate somebody or somebody hates you, the best thing you can do then is to be a good person. Treat the person who you don't like with kindness, because they'll fucking hate that, right? And the more people who are kind to each other, the better this world becomes. Hey, I don't know if you spent any time talking to people you disagree with lately, but I definitely have. And yet, like, it's not what you see, in the news. And really, I'm not seeing much of it in the news. Yeah, I spend 9 hours a night in the news. Uh, most of most of what I see is not so much, hey, you is not so much, hey, there's news and this is bad and you should hate this stuff. It's these people are yelling at these people. So we're hearing a lot of just reporting on what's actually going on. And if you've, I don't know, I dipped out of Facebook for a while. I might be back in. I did create a business page. So if you're looking for me on Facebook, go to Josh Shear Content Guy. That's facebook.com/Josh Shear Content. All one word, Josh Shear Content. I'm at least going to start sending the Instagram stuff back over to my Facebook page, but I might not, just my personal Facebook page, but I might not post a lot there. Just after the Cambridge Analytica thing, I got all freaked out. It's like, okay, I know I need it. I know I need it for the marketing, but there's got to be a way to use it where I'm not dumb about what I share. So if I share nothing in my personal page, then I'm not going to be dumb about it, right? So there's that. I've been a little more active on Instagram, instagram.com/Joshua N. Shear. Somebody's got Josh Shear and they're not using it, so who knows? What else? The big thing I'm staring down. Go over to my blog, joshshear.com, if you're interested in this. The long story is my wife and I have been trying to have a baby for about 1.5 years now, and pretty close to 2 years now. And we found out last August that basically I was shooting blanks. And it was all stuff that seemed like we could handle it. So I changed a lot of my diet, took in less caffeine, less alcohol, and I retested myself in December. Well, I didn't retest myself. I got myself retested in December, and my numbers were way better. So this might be more information than you want to know, but here's how it breaks down. The 3 things you're looking for healthy sperm are a sperm count, sperm motility, and appearance. And this is as explained to me by my urologist. So I'm not a doctor. Don't play one on the internet. That's a Tim Ferriss disclaimer, if that sounds familiar. But sperm count, he told me you want about 20 million per milliliter. And my first test was 19. My second test was 75. So definitely improved that. 19 million, then 75 million. Motility, you want about 35% as a baseline. My first test was 27%. My second test was 67%. Appearance, you want 14% looking normal. I don't know how they came up with the word normal when applied to 14% sperm, but you want 14%, but 4% is a pretty good threshold. My first test, 0% normal, 1% normal with my second test. So clearly something was holding that up. We did some quick blood tests and we did an ultrasound. Yes, an ultrasound, same thing they do for pregnant women. Well, they want to see the fetus. We did that on my genitals. That was an interesting day. It was a day that I went in and I was laying up there staring at the ceiling, and I said to the tech who was doing that, I know this isn't your whole day, but what's your conversation like when you go home? Hey, honey, how was your day? The awkward But we got that done. We found out that I have what's called a varicocele. It's fairly common. They say that it could be in 15 to 30% of men. It doesn't always cause infertility. Um, and it's that's such a wide range, but because generally, if you don't have a problem, you don't go get tested for it, right? But it could be in as many as 80% of infertility cases, 40 to 80%, and it's not always the cause, but it help. It hurts. It helps infertility. What it is it's a varicose vein in the testicles, usually on the left, usually leading to the left testicle. And I'm gonna go in next week and have this thing broken up. So that's the thing that's happened in my life. We'll let you know how that goes, but head over to joshshear.com if you want to read a little more in depth about that. I gave you I just gave you about a 4-minute version of that, and I probably have 3,500 words over the last few posts in there. We'll let you know how that goes, and hopefully that helps us. We find out in about 4 months, because that's how long it takes new sperm to regenerate. I hope you're listening to the JKWD podcast. I'm guessing if you're listening to this one, you are, because that happens a whole lot more often. It comes out every Monday. It's the World Domination podcast I do with Kelvin Ringgold. It's the Josh and Kelvin World Domination podcast, jkwdpodcast.com. We've had some amazing guests the past few months. We got a couple more coming up, but we're coming up on episode 100 in a couple of weeks that will actually air right as I'm finishing up jury duty for the 3rd time in 18 months. And I know that there are other adults in Chatham County, because I know people who haven't been called. But hey, it's my civic duty to show up and not be selected to a jury, because nobody wants a journalist on their jury. Because, we do things like write about cases. Oh, well. What else? I think that's it for now. I'm going to keep these short and to the point when they're just me. And hopefully a little more topical than this. We're a little scattered today just because I wanted to get this out and remind y'all to be kind to each other, remind you that I exist and that I'm around, and that it's baseball season, so all is well. Sox are off to a hell of a start. And yeah, that's all I got. So you be well, be what you will to be, and have a fantastic rest of your day.